Today I'm going to be ranking all 31 MCU movies, including Quantumania. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is something new, and I hope you like it. First off, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going to put it at C tier because it's kind of a forgettable villain, but it's a pretty decent movie overall. Next, we have Ant-Man. Definitely an A tier film here. I mean, it's a classic. It's super fun and funny, and I think everyone should watch it. Age of Ultron, I think it's hated on too much, to be honest. It's not that bad of a movie, so I'm going to give it B tier. Next, Avengers Endgame, easy S tier. I mean, self-explanatory. Literally 10 years of build-up to the movie and everything. It's a really cool movie. Same with Avengers Infinity War. Both really awesome movies. Black Panther, I know a ton of people like it, but it's not my favorite movie. So I'm just going to put it at B tier. It is really cool, but the CGI is kind of messy at the end, so that's why I'm going to put it at B tier for now. Next is Civil War. Definitely an A tier. Not quite S tier in my opinion, but it's really cool. I love the fight at the airport. One of the coolest battle scenes in all of MCU. Next, Captain America, the First Avengers. Honestly, I'm going to give it a B tier. It's a really cool opening for Captain America, but it's not the greatest film, but it's still a really good one. Next, Winter Soldier. Definitely A tier. Really cool fight scenes, a really cool backstory for Captain America and Bucky Barnes. It's really cool overall. Next, Captain Marvel. I'm going to put it in D tier, to be honest, because it's pretty boring movie. There's nothing really interesting about it. But it's not the worst film that we have on here, so I'm going to put it in D tier. Doctor Strange, B tier, just for the crazy visuals that are really awesome to see at the end, in fight and everything like that. But the story isn't that good, but the villain is cool. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. A tier, 100%. One of my favorite MCU groups of all time. Super cool movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I'm actually going to move this one to S tier. Definitely in my top 10 favorite MCU movies. It's super funny. It's a classic MCU movie. It's awesome. Iron Man 2. I'm going to put it C tier as well. It's okay villain. Not the greatest. Kind of forgettable a little bit. So I'm going to put it just above Captain Marvel. Iron Man 3. I'm actually going to put this one. I'm actually going to put it in C tier as well. Kind of same thing. Kind of a lame villain. They kind of ruined the Mandarin. Iron Man 1. Easy A tier. Classic. First Marvel movie ever. It's really cool. What's this one? Spider-Man Far From Home, it seems? Yes. Wait. Yes. Spider-Man Far From Home. So, Spider-Man Far From Home. I'll put it in C tier just because it's okay movie. It's not the greatest movie. The villain and how they do all the drone things is kind of weird, but besides that, it's a really cool movie. Homecoming, this is one of my favorite movies. I remember seeing this one in the theater. I'm going to put it B tier. Really, really solid film. Not quite up here at the A tiers, but still really good. Original Avengers, A tier. Started it all off with the Avengers. Super cool. Next is Hulk. I'm going to put this one in D tier along with Captain Marvel. Not quite F tier or E tier. It's not that bad of a film, but it is kind of forgettable, and they changed the actors and everything. Thor Ragnarok, no question, S tier. My favorite Marvel movie ever. Super funny, super awesome villain, super awesome story. Highly recommend. Thor: The Dark World. I'll put it. You know what? Probably put it in F tier just because. I'll actually delete E tier here. Okay. Yeah, definitely F tier because it's just not the greatest movie. Very, very forgettable villain. There's not many redeeming factors about this movie. The original Thor, I'm gonna give it B tier. The story kind of falls flat with you not seeing the true power of Thor for 75% of the movie. Black Widow. This came out way later than it should have. It should have come out after Civil War, or even, yeah, after Civil War. So I'm going to put it in C tier. Shang-Chi, solid movie. I'll put it in B tier, kind of middle of the pack here. It's not the greatest, not the best, but the final fight with the dragon is super cool. Eternals, I'm going to put it F tier as well. Tried to introduce way too much at once. It just fell flat on its face with the flashbacks and everything. Spider-Man No Way Home, 100% S tier. One of the greatest Marvel movies of time, probably my top 3 MCU movies ever. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. This is going to D tier. I do not think this lived up to the hype at all. Not enough multiverse in it. And the final fight was kind of cool, but not the greatest. I didn't like what they really did with Wanda and Doctor Strange or anything. This is honestly going. I'm gonna put it in D tier, almost F tier. If it was not a Thor movie, since Thor is my favorite Avengers, it would be F tier. But this was way too much humor and everything. The jokes didn't land. Like if it wasn't Thor, my favorite superhero, it would definitely be an F tier. But that's the only reason I'm keeping it in D tier. Wakanda Forever, C tier. I'll put it in B tier. It's an okay movie. Not the greatest. It was a little too long, but it was an okay movie overall. And finally, Quantumania. I know this is like either hit or miss for you right now. I'm not going to do any spoilers for this since it just came out, but I honestly loved it a lot. I'm going to put it in A tier. I know a lot of people would be like, put it in D or F tier, but I genuinely liked the movie. I loved Kang and MODOK. All those characters are amazing. So, yeah, there's my ranking of this MCU tier list. I'm going to leave the link in the description so you can find and do this tier list yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.